Down. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
You see that, cuzzo? I mean, bro?
See the live recording?
On Slack.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, we rolling, guys. Peace, peace, peace.
Hey, peace of the tribe.
What's up, family? Wow. You see that, cuzzo? I mean, bro?
See the live recording?
On Slack. Oh. Okay, cool. Okay, we rolling, guys. Peace, peace, peace. Yeah,
hey, peace of the tribe.
Over here. What's up, family?
All right.
Cool.
We back?
Good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
It's always great to see you.
Bam.
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 Bam. Peace to the bro.
Peace to the tribe. What's up, everybody? Peace from Los Angeles, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Peace to the tribe, y'all. It's JJ here.
Greg.Digi.
Dad, aka Antoine.Digital.
Mm-hmm.
And Uncle Zach.
Zach here. What's up, everybody? Peace to the tribe.
Yes.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
This
New
will be
Year.
our last episode of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But we was ready for the new year because 2020 was, 2021 is going to be it.
2020 was a banger, huh?
It was a banger towards the end.
Towards the end.
Yeah, at least for me.
I feel like
The beginning was a little rocky.
Yeah.
Maybe the middle. Maybe the beginning.
Honestly, I feel like the year picked up for us around Antoine's birthday.
Yeah.
Around.
Oh, when we all got together.
Around July. Excuse me, y'all. I got the hiccup.
Yes.
But around July.
Yeah.
Like it literally
my birthday
kept
too.
on
You
shooting up
wasn't there
since
for
then.
my birthday, but my birthday was fun. So after that, I had hope, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after that, it was great. Then.
Your birthday was when?
May.
Yeah.
But before that, it was.
Yeah.
After, I was good.
Yeah, that was the first time you ever got pulled out of school. It was like you can't go to school.
Yeah, it was like the middle
home.
of the year.
Yeah.
And that was I didn't even go to the last day of school either, because remember that you was like,
yeah.
Do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, tomorrow's a fun day. He was like, I'll let you know. and then I woke up in the morning and I didn't get to go to school. Low-key devastated. And then that was the last day and I was like, wow, all right, it's good.
Yeah. 8th grade, you didn't get to graduate.
Yes, I wanted to finish my last year of 8th grade at least. That was the year I was looking forward to. I'm like, I want to graduate. I want to get my last prize out before I leave these people. But I didn't, so that was a little like...
Yeah, like speaking of that, I would say since we're talking about 2020, we got to give like a serious shout out to just Gen Z in general. Like y'all entire education, academic experience was flipped.
Yeah.
It was flipped.
And y'all just had to sort of roll with the punches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I really can't imagine that.
It was so hard to transition, like just imagine being in school every day and then next thing you know, like you out of school. Then you gotta try to do it online with people, like some people that's not used to this, and like the teachers and stuff. Like technology is like just now getting into school anyway. So now that they're strictly having to do this and they don't know what they're doing, really, it's like really hard. So it's like, it was pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I sat down with one of the teachers over in Palm Beach just to get an insight on how the actual school system and the structure is, and it's It's a mess.
Yeah.
Trying to juggle between the
It
physical
really is.
in the school and online.
Yes.
It's a battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a battle. And also to get the students to actually show up on online.
Oh yeah, especially now that they're at home.
There's no
Yeah,
accountability.
Yeah, I asked her, like, realistically, how far behind are we? And she said, put into consideration everything that's happened this year, and they didn't necessarily finish the full last year. They're 2 years behind.
Ooh, come on. And we've been behind anyway.
We've been behind,
right?
So
From
for
other
us
countries.
to be
Just
behind,
imagine.
right? So for us to be behind in our generation, so now your generation is 2 years behind inside of a pandemic, and we really don't even know what next year is going to look like when it comes to the educational system.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not like they're gonna want to reverse and kind of bring it back.
No.
They keep going with whatever they want.
Yeah, and that's why, like Zach said to me, it was a banger because being able to get you to homeschool level,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, now, like, of course, school is fun and it's a great social experience.
But you gotta weigh out the pros and cons.
Yeah, the pros and the cons,
And
like,
sometimes them cons really, really
They
weigh
have
out the pros.
yeah, because they have a long-term effect.
Oh
That,
yeah. It's like in the moment, that little experience you get with friends that's not gonna be here in the next 2 years, versus getting headaches because of stuff that you're not even gonna be able to use, but you have to get it for good grades and all type of other stuff like that. It's like really what makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Right. So how do you feel about homeschooling?
Awesome. Okay, like first of all, I get to have a schedule that applies to me, that I want to, be able to adjust, work around, do stuff that makes me happy or makes me want to do. Like stuff that really is teaching me stuff that I'm like not getting a headache about doing or really stressed out about. Like I want to do it. And my days just feel so much smoother. Like I have so much more time to do the stuff I want because of all the stuff I do want to do. So it's really great. I
Definitely.
encourage people to try it out, or parents to have their kids try it or something, because especially for kids who struggle in school or have a hard time anyway, or just like don't really, or surpasses at a different level. It's kind of like school is kind of, well, it's good. It's good.
Jay, can I add to
I'm a
that?
pretty dope teacher, so
Hey,
Right. Yeah. Can I add to that?
yeah.
That's exactly right. Like you have a really, like probably the best teacher. You know what I mean? Like right there in your house. So shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Patents for that.
Yeah.
But to build on what you were saying, I saw Nicole had said, I feel bad for the parents that suddenly have to be teachers with no warning. And it's like, I think that before things get better, a lot of times we get tested. It's like a stress test, right? So it's almost like what happened may have been a blessing in disguise, because it's like now we have JJ who can reclaim the value for time and learn from who she should actually be learning from, like her family and her father. And her father now has more agency over your education. And it's, to me, I'm sitting back thinking like, isn't that how it should be anyway? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, right. So this whole pandemic kind of happened and this whole disruption happened, but it's almost like made us realize like, oh, like my partner NECA, she's all the way in on education. And when we have these talks, we're always talking about like how parents should be the first foot forward in any child's education.
Yes.
And I think that we've sort of been like bamboozled into thinking we're just supposed to send our kids somewhere, and when they get back home, they'll be properly educated. So COVID kind of ended that. So like Nicole said, it was very abrupt. I can imagine how painful it was for a lot of people. But I think this is just one more thing that we can kind of lean on, coming into this next decade as like a power play. You know what I mean? Before we didn't have the autonomy over our education.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I love it. And it's justified now. They know that their system is falling apart and that it fell apart this year. They know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
completely in the
It's so easy now to say no. I want to pull them out completely. It's
Yep.
no back and forth anything.
And they
Yeah.
don't really like it either. They still trying to force it. Like, well, just in case you change your mind, you can still come back
Oh, yeah.
next semester. Or they'll be like,
They started losing out on a
called
lot of
mommy the other
dollars.
time, like, well, are you thinking about at least bringing Jaden back
Yeah.
to school? Like, I
Yeah.
think it no.
Yeah.
Jay, it's just don't call me, I'll call you.
I'll
Right?
call you.
You know what I mean?
We got you on standby. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got you. You're on my list.
Yeah, and if I don't call you, do not call me.
So I mean, that even got me thinking back to Unlock Academy, where it's like, I know we have so many tribe members that come from education or have education, that inside knowledge. So we're calling on those tribe members to step up and work with us on how we can help fix like what's going on or build something new. I think one thing that happened in 2020, just like sort of like clockwork, every 10 years, a lot of money became available for a lot of different things, So we have that infrastructure to go accept that capital and put it to work, but we need, that knowledge.
Knowledge, sure. Yeah, I think we did great this year. I think we adapted pretty well. I know we all had our rough moments. We all had our tired moments, exhausted moments. But I'm proud of us, of y'all, of what we did, how we stuck together, how we thrived, how we stayed creative. I think we took a lot of risks this year that are obviously paying off because we're all still in good spirits and good health, still growing. So yeah, I'm proud of us, man. I am more so. We're here today to talk about how proud we are of the tribe, right? So that's our focus tonight, 2020 wrap up. Peace to the tribe. Shout out to everybody joining in live.
Yeah.
Y'all in for a treat tonight because we came to praise y'all. We came to butter y'all biscuits, make y'all feel good, motivate you, encourage you for 2021. Let you know, just stay on the path that you already want. So, how you guys want to kick this off, man? What you feeling? How you feeling, Zach?
I'm feeling grateful. Like we've been talking about for the past couple of months, it's like stopping to smell the roses. And in regards to this conversation, what I've been thinking about a lot, specifically this month, just reflecting on 2020, is just that. It's the Unlock Academy. It's the students. It's the coaches. It's the people online supporting. It's the people in real life supporting. And it's like 2 years like flew by like this. And I remember the original idea. And then today at the end of 2020 to like step back and see an ecosystem at work of people supporting each other. I'm really blown away. So again, it's not to be cliche, but really peace to the tribe, peace to you guys. We got a saying, the key to success is to keep educating yourself. And one thing that I've noticed, especially being on our goal hacks, is people coming into the Unlock Academy are like, they're already geniuses. And so to see somebody that is already really tapped in or really doing good at what they do, to keep educating themselves, that's a habit. That's like something inside. So to see such a large group of people like that come together at one time, it gives me chills, honestly, because we're still so young. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 years, So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I love learning with you guys.
Big facts. I feel the same. So we got a lot of people on here right now already live with us. I would love to shout out some of our students that really stood out this year. I think that would be dope. We starting there?
That's why I want to start.
Go ahead, Jay.
Fresh out the gate.
We gotta do it.
Yeah.
Nicole has been striving for me, and she's so dedicated. She's so helping to like everybody else, and obviously that was seen through. Like we was able to put her on with us, like her to be a part of a circle and just I don't know, man. She really do. I think she, yeah, Nicole really is.
Yeah, shout out to
Big
Nicole.
props.
Mhm.
Big props.
I love Nicole. Anytime I reach out, like Nicole, I need you. All right, what you
Yeah.
need? I got you.
She's
Relax.
just so there. She's
Right.
such, she just felt like family. Like it's kind of crazy. Like in person, I've only met her once, but it doesn't seem like it. Like, I
Right.
feel like I know her. When
Right.
I first met Nicole, it was like I already know her. It's like I don't. There's no need to be like introduced. Like hey, like it's like I know her. Like this is family. Like she just gives off such good energy to everybody. She's just such helpful. Like she's so dedicated to what she wants to do, and that's what the tribe is about. Just keep unlocking your higher self, and that's exactly what she unlocked.
Yeah.
If we were,
Still going.
yeah,
She's
we were
amazing.
a football team. She'd be like, pass me the ball.
Pass me the ball.
I'm open. I promise. I got
and I will make it to the touchdown.
Right.
No questions asked.
Pass me the ball.
Yeah, I love the energy.
For real.
Oh, Nicola, I still got your crown in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I still got the crown. I need some more.
Nice.
Yeah, we found when we met her in person for the first time. That was Miami a couple months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because we were shooting a video that day, and we were out and about. But she's like, "Hey, I'm coming down." She was like an hour away from us. I'm like, "All right, well, Gina will be at the house. Just stop through. We'll be back soon." And in my head, I'm just like, "This is crazy. A lady I never met. I could tell. Go to the house that we renting out right now, and just go chill till we get back." And we came back. She's in the house mingling, eating, playing with Nova. Like she just in the groove, and we knew like she's family. She's family.
Yes.
I walked in the house. I was like, Nicole, like it's up. Okay,
It's up. And that's what we want for more. Like with more of our tribe members, man. Feel that energy from a lot of y'all. We want to keep that going. And shout out to Iman too. Iman is part of the tribe. She actually inboxed me earlier this year and was like, "Hey, Nicole just lost her job." And like she's trying to figure out what's next. COVID, they would let people go quickly as soon as COVID hit. So Iman was like, I don't know, it was her idea. It was like, hey, if you got any ideas of how she can stay on her feet, I think it'd be great. So I was like, you're right. It's a no-brainer. Like, thank you for letting me know. I'll reach out to her. So I reached out to Nicole and was like, hey, what do you do? What's your skill set? We started talking and yeah, ever since she's been team unlocked. But it's just like, not even that. Like we even hired her over at Atlas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been crazy. And she has so much potential. So really dope. And on that note, to talk about, I want to make sure we do highlight some of Nicole's accomplishments. We told some of the tribe to let us know what they accomplished this year. So let's check out what Nicole said. She said, after getting fired on my day off, Antoine empowered me not to look back. 6 client projects to date. Okay, 5 paid. That's what's up. That's great. That's great. 1 recurring maintenance project. Network with some amazing people. Contacted by 2 e-commerce sites to be an ambassador, and got to hang out with Coach Gina, JJ, Greg in Miami. Gina, love you, sis. Yeah. That's great. Okay, I love that accomplishment for the year. That's dope. That's dope. Let me see. Did Iman join?
That sound like a movie.
Sound like a movie. What a 2020. Iman is not on here. She didn't mention what she did, but I do want to shout her out because she's been with the tribe for a couple years now. She's been like hungry to get into the tech space. She's very strategic. She's like, listen, I'm gonna go in there as a quality tester, like quality and what is it called? A QA, a quality and analyst. Excuse me. And like she's pretty much testing the code. So she's been trying to figure out her way into the door to do that. She wanted to automate it and get into coding, writing different tests and quality assurance tests. And she slid her way into Epic Games. Like she was able to go and get hired at Epic this year. So that was epic. And on top of that, right, she led a huge team, right? Remember what she said? She's like, she led this huge team during Fortnite's huge live stream like last month. And she's been in the room holding it down. Like she's really been in the room holding it down with a lot of her, like amongst her peers, and none of them look like her, right? None of them come from the same background as her, but she in there really holding it down. So I really, really want to shout her out, man. man. She's been doing her thing too. But,
Yeah, that's legendary.
legendary, right? Who else we shouting out today?
I wanted to shout out Franchelle.
Okay.
I was speaking with her last week. I'm obviously not going to put her business on blast because it was just our conversation. But, you know, her going back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, her letting me know what she does as a Black woman, being in a space where you typically don't see us, once again inspired me. And then, like I said, I had to double back and be like, and she's in the Unlock Academy, and she's not done learning, and she's not done going hard. So shout out Franchelle, 100%.
100. Yeah. And
I love that.
she's so tried. Like she's so
Yeah.
tried, man. She's like willing to help out. Something happened the other day with her billing, and she's like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send that back. She's like, nope, keep that, apply that over here, send that over here, and make sure some students who need help with their payments, they get it. I'm just like, yeah, you know, like,
Yeah.
like that's the love we need. She's helping people out. She's on Goal Hack, faithfully talking about what she wants to get done for the week, and for the month,
Yes.
for the year.
Yes.
You know, like she's a great example. If you put that work in, like you can see the success all over her. She's going to be successful.
Yeah.
She already is, but like she's gonna have that tangible where people look and be like, how did you do this? Like you always had a background in tech. Like you always
It's a marathon.
She put that work in. She's putting it in. So shout out to Franchelle. Thanks, bro.
Yes. Piece of the tribe.
Speaking of always at Goal Hack, we had some technical difficulties this Sunday, so we didn't necessarily have Goal Hack. But when I did jump in, Naomi and Munir was in there.
Ooh, yeah.
They were ready. They were ready.
Yes.
Your accountability.
And that's the youth. That's the youth right there, man.
They told me they was ready in here. They was like, oh, I'm like, dang, not today. They was like, figure out what's going on.
Should have did it just with them two.
For real.
Yeah, so I mean, let's shout both of them out, like Naomi and Munir, like at the same time.
They've been here for a while, grinding for a while.
Grinding.
Okay.
Yep.
Munir has, this man has started accomplishing so much. For real, like he got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes of Unlock Academy, like he really stepping up, getting into the tech game, and so is like she ready to start her own businesses and everything. Like it's crazy what the youth can do.
15, 16-year-old entrepreneurs, man. I'm loving this.
It's crazy because a lot of times you can tell who's hot by how often you hear their name. And I hear Munir's name a lot. And so for him to be 16 or 15, I'm not sure what you said. And I'm hearing his name like this, his future, man, like spooky.
Spooky, yeah, for sure. Yeah, shout out to Munir too, man. We got him that and the tribe, piece of the tribe, because we all got him that laptop earlier this year.
Yeah. And now we ain't stopped.
Yeah.
Once he got the MacBook, it was over.
It's gone.
Now he got monitors and desks and phone, and he got a YouTube channels. Like he's really getting it going. He really is.
And he got a new passion for video editing. So he's been on. He's also lately been helping us with video editing. So that's 2021. Hopefully he can edit at least 3 digits for videos for us. So I told him we're gonna be pumping it. Is you ready? He's like, I'm ready. So that's gonna be a real good look too. Yep.
Next year it's a big video year.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out Cocos Locos.
You know what it is.
That was a good plug.
I love
Coco.
Yo, that's the try too.
Right.
Anything else you want to point out about Naomi before we move on?
Oh, it's not just Naomi. It's a whole team in their
Her
house.
whole family.
It's not just you got Elijah, you got Emily. Their little brother, I'm pretty sure he about 2
ready.
or 3. He's gonna be up there pretty soon. They gonna get him going. But they always really cool. It's crazy.
3
they
siblings.
all on it together in different areas, different rooms, different computers, but each one of them is dedicated in their own kind of way. It's really crazy. It's a whole family.
Yeah,
that's a force. When you got a family that works like that, obviously we know that's a force. So
Yeah.
to see that elsewhere, love it.
And they young, like they are all under 16, 17 years
Yeah,
old.
they're monsters, really.
We think we taking over.
Okay.
We got it.
Wait.
Hey, that's the goal, really.
It really is.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can go all night with these tribe shout outs though, man. I know if we forget somebody or we don't mention you, don't take that as a personal shot or you didn't do enough. It's just it's been a lot. I've been trying to keep up with screenshots and screen recordings but it's just so much. And it's not overwhelming. It's great. It's fulfilling. But of course, it's just like yeah, what's at the top of the mind kind of thing right now.
Another person I keep thinking of is
Monique.
She's been here for a while too, and she's been really, really helpful for a while now.
For sure. But
In
from
many
day
different
one.
ways, yeah. Monique has been here from the beginning, and ever since then, she's been helping out in so many different ways. Like she's always on it, always at the top. Like when I think of somebody in the tribe, I always think of Monique because like that's just one person you've seen since the beginning, and she's still here, grinding, just doing everything. It's really crazy.
I think Monique's story was the first story that I had got when it comes to success within the workplace. That's when I was like, yeah, it's really working. Wow, it's really working.
Right.
I feel like that was like the first.
Yeah, that
it
I
was
think
Monique.
that
It was like our first one where we noticed like, wow, we really helping people.
Yeah, she got
it
that
really was.
promotion.
And then she started helping us along the way as well because it's like, wow, we really helped somebody out with us.
Yeah, just for context, like Monique was already working as like a digital marketer. She's really into marketing, SEO. And she's based what is it like? Is it Ukraine? I think she's in Ukraine. So she's like international too. So of course that's the crazy part too. She taps in with the tribe every single day and she's like 14, 15 hours off, a whole different time zone, but she still makes sure to tap in. We all know her name. So that goes to show the power of being present. But she's working at a marketing, or I don't know what the company is, but she's doing their marketing and SEO. And once she started telling them she's learning how to code, they were like, oh, really? All right, well, we're about to up your position. Now we need you also working on our website too and doing the maintenance and stuff like that. So now that's like upward mobility within your own company. She didn't even have to go and apply anywhere. Like at her own job, she was able to level up. So that was huge.
Just by getting that new skill.
That new skill. She said something. Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, I was just going to read what she said about what her accomplishments was for 2021. I don't even know where to start. I have realized so much this year. Where there's a will, there's a way. Tech is what everybody has been pivoting to throughout this crazy year. There are opportunities everywhere. I want to encourage everyone to build things from the beginning. Whenever you learn something new, complete the homework and go beyond that. You must apply it to really know it. That way you also have something to show when you started to monetize your new skills and you have a portfolio of things, because people won't just take your word for it and trust you. The hardest part is getting the first couple of clients. Things I've done this year with knowledge I got from Unlock Academy: redesigned my own website, built a few client websites, met some amazing people, built on my SEO skills and learned some schema markup, published an online course, custom coded designs. She's been crushing it. Yo, thanks Antoine and team for keeping us all motivated. If I can do it, you can do it. Yes. Let's go. Yeah, come on. Shout out to Monique and the tribe. Everybody who she said, those amazing people she met within the tribe, she talking about y'all. So shout out to y'all too.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Nicole just says skills pay bills. Like,
ooh,
facts.
Zach, write that down.
Ooh. I know, dude. I already did. Like, I'm sticking. Yeah, that one's stuck for sure.
Hold on, we got some Buffalo in the comments. Tell me how to get with you on coding. Rough Buff, shout out to y'all.
Rough Buff.
Trust and believe. I carry that 716ers on my back. For real.
This on Instagram?
This is on YouTube.
Okay.
Bruce Mobley. Okay, yeah, tap in with the tribe. Go to unlock.academy. Once you get signed up, You'll get all the material you need to follow up to get you onboarded. You just got to get into the Slack group. That's all you really need to do. Get on Slack with the rest of the tribe, so you can mingle, mix, get network, increase that net worth.
Mm-hmm. You run into any problems, send us an email, help@unlock.
Yes.
Really forget that we are not.com.
Nah, save it.com for later. Who else was like shining this year?
You met somebody that was pretty dope this year. I did not meet when you were in Atlanta.
Why? Why is
you know we all right?
Why?
Ooh.
That's not fair because I was gonna say it first.
Ooh.
So now you have to say it out loud because we thought it.
Shout out to my boy
teleported.
Chris.
King
Guys,
Chris. Let's go, King Chris.
There we go.
What's up, man? Yeah, we can speak on Chris all day.
Honestly.
He just getting started too. He just warming up, man.
Yeah, Chris's energy is high.
Mm-hmm.
His energy is high. His skill set is up there.
Mm-hmm.
His dedication is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is hungry.
Yeah, he's OTG hungry.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I caught that the first time I talked to him, like he's dead serious. You know what I mean?
He's dead serious.
Yeah. And I love that.
For real.
Oh, you said Chris was ex-military, right?
Yep.
That's why. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing games.
He's not playing. He's not. He's not. I got to say it. Like you said, we met up with him. We got to have some breakfast in Atlanta, man. Like you could see the intensity in his eyes. He's not playing. He's somebody you want on your side. You want to war.
He's ready for it all.
Definitely, like whatever we talking, he is down for it. So
shout out Chris.
Yeah, shout out him. He said this year, and he's being really humble, but let's just read off what he said. He said he got 5 client projects, 4 paid, 1 recurring maintenance project, promotion at job due to Python knowledge and skills. Come on. Woo. I love those promotions. He won the website challenge. Yes. Shout out also to shout out to Dawn as well. She was a co-winner. Won equality scholarship with Udacity. Congrats. And had breakfast with Antoine and his beautiful family. That was dope, man. Shout out to Chris. I feel like he did some other stuff too, man. Oh man, yeah, he's been coming in clutch for us, man. He's been like, we had a great client this year, right? We were able to work with Until Freedom and Tamika Mallory and her whole squad. Shout out to them on the front lines. And Chris has came on board to help us work with that client. And he's been like on it. They sent us an email like, hey, I need this change. I need this tweak. He's on it. Like, all right, I got you. Or he's already done it. He see them post something on social media. He's like, hey, Antoine, you think I should go and update this to the website? I'm like, do your thing, man. Do it. Like, and most likely they're going to hit us up anyway about it. So that proactiveness, like, he's going to have so many happy clients. The word of mouth he's going to generate off of his initiative is going to be unreal.
Yeah, we talked about that. Greg, me and you talked about that on our last freelance talk on IG Live. We were talking about just like utilizing your network and kind of going back to what we were just saying about Munir. Like, if people talking about you, if you give people a reason to talk and talk about your product, that business is unlimited. You know, so like these are some guys that are just perfect examples of that. Like, we talk about them for a reason.
Yeah. Once again, shout out to Chris.Digital, Nicole.Digital.
Yeah.
Tribe.Digital.
Right.
Our whole digital virtual tribe. Let's see who else we got.
Sammy just hopped on. Shout out Sammy Social.
Oh,
Sammy.
Okay. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's
Yep.
switch it up a little bit. Let's start talking about some of the team. Let's start over there with Sammy and Jay.
What's up, Sammy? Sammy's my fellow LA sister, doing work on social media at the Unlock Academy with her partner Jay. Definitely amazing additions to the team this year. Sammy and Jay have helped out the tribe a lot and have helped me out a lot personally. These are my guys. They literally live on the other side of the hill from me. I try to get with them whenever I can. We try to eat, plot, come up with ideas. You know what I mean? They're again, the same thing with Chris and Munir and the rest of the people that we mentioned. Like, they're so dedicated. Like, they're not playing.
They're not playing. They're not so creative too. Like, it's just been good to see. Like, just I'm following them now, right? Ever since you introduced us, and I'm able to see, like, I'm learning for my own marketing and social and like audience building on how to post, when to post, what to post. It's really good. It's fulfilling, but also like you could tell that they love what we do. So it's not like they just like some people we pay to do social. Like, no, they're really looking for stuff that's going to speak to the tribe that we already speak to. So I appreciate having them on board this year. That was a great addition. Zach, thanks for making it happen.
100%. And like you said, like, it's about these day ones. You know, like, I was tapped in with Sammy and Jay like years before we started actually working together professionally. And again, they've always been super supportive, super creative. You know what I mean? So yeah, we again, like, Unlock really is just day ones getting together and making it happen. I love it.
Yeah.
We're putting that 1% in every day.
Yeah. That's it.
Solid takes. Won't ask much.
Who else we got on the team? The tribe team. A shout out to our coaches, man. I don't know how I even like found these two. I really don't. And I'm gonna talk to them about this next week when I got calls set up with them. But Mike and Tori, right? Mike and Tori have been doing weekly tutoring all year long, like all year long. And haven't missed a beat.
That's crazy.
And sometimes, like, I honestly, like, Tori or Mike might say, I'm not feeling well tonight, but they make it up. Like, they're like, on Friday or Saturday, I'm gonna come and do another session. And it's just like, and they just do it like initiative and come up with some like really cool tutorials and lessons. They were doing artificial intelligence. Like, Tori was showing them how to do face recognition.
Oh yeah, I was like,
dope. Mike was showing the students the other day how to do WordPress with free hosting. Like, that's I didn't even know about that. Like, I'm like, oh, that's a game changer. Like, come on, let's go. Yeah. He was like, it's not for production, but you can get started. That's a big thing. People sign up for our freelance path and be like, well, how can I get started without paying $5-6 a month for hosting? I'm like, you know what? That I wasn't thinking about. That's something that did not come to mind up front. Was what about the people who don't even want to spend $5 a month? Yeah. May not even have it, right? They put their last into the unlocked lessons and now they just want to get started. So it was really dope for him to find an alternative to that. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Tori and Mike, man. Come on.
All the way in Africa, holding it down. He be killing it on Slack.
He's killing it.
And there's no he in there. Inspiration.
What?
Like, oh, what?
What?
Get it in this early morning.
Right. Come on. And he's another one on a whole different time zone. Still knowing like, okay, people waking up over there. Now I can come and say good morning. Here's some encouragement. Who needs help? Like, that kind of respect and empathy is dope. Like, I really appreciate that. And he's always hitting me with new strategies. Like, hey, I think we should be doing this. Hey, I want to add this. What do you think about me doing? I'm like, let's go. Let's do it. That's what the team is all about. Like, bring that. Bring that energy.
Right, because we're not going to catch everything. You pass it to us. We got you.
Yeah.
It takes some business. Say it again, dude. Say it with your chest.
I think if anything I could hope for in 2021 and beyond is just to tap into more talent in Africa. I think Olufemi is just sort of like he's like the tip of the iceberg, you know? So I would, I feel like if COVID didn't happen, we probably would have went to Africa this year.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was
it was on the
planned.
dock.
Yeah, it was
was
on the dock. Yeah, it was on the docket for sure.
Still
Yeah,
working.
so yeah, let's definitely continue to channel that energy and keep building the tribe over there.
Yeah.
Motion.
Yeah, he's a great, like you said, he's a tip, but he's also a great conduit. Like he sees it. He's like, listen, education here for coding and tech is not happening. It's not a big thing. People are trying to bring it. Some of these big tech companies are trying to bring it here, but they don't know how to teach our people, right? They don't know how to really communicate and be relatable.
Right.
So we got a big advantage if we can go over there, get there early.
Okay, we on the way.
You know the way.
You know what happens when we say something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Trying to see. Shout out. Oh, I got one more person on the team. I got to shout out. She came on this year as well. This year we built the team up. This year, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh. Chantel Nubia, Queen Chantel, based in New York City. She has been all over the place with Unlock in a great way. She's been learning game dev. She's been learning Python. She went so hard that she ended up she was even helping us apply for grants and get some extra funding to teach courses, and failing, didn't work out. We didn't get any of them, but yet she kept going. And eventually we ended up partnering up with We Build Black based in New York City and got our first school contract. So now we're teaching our game dev curriculum in a New York City school, right? And Chantel is actually instructing it. She's the instructor teaching these kids how to build games with Unity. So she's been doing that for the past few months. And epic, when I say epic, her enthusiasm for education is great. Her enthusiasm for Black empowerment and youth empowerment is great. And she just loves what we do at the Unlock Academy. So she's a great ambassador for what we do. So it's been great to find somebody that we can trust. Right? Never met in person. Once again, this is all trust. This is how we do it at the Unlock Academy. We're gonna give you a chance. We'll give you a bridge. Please don't burn it. Please don't burn it. So she didn't. She walked across it, and now she's trying to bring more people. Yo, listen, I got ideas. I got strategies. Let's do something bigger. So yeah, shout out to Chantel. I can't wait to see what we do together in 2021.
Thank you, Chantel.
Absolutely. Big thing.
Dope.
Back over here to the students. Still got a couple big ones. Yeah, Trees. Yeah, Trees. Trees on here. What's up?
Shout out to Trees.
Yo, she's another one, man. Just
she's
glowing with success. Just glowing. You just see it already. Let's see. She said, this is what her accomplishments was this year. She used Python to create a website highlighting Black-owned businesses. That was really dope. Mm-hmm. She tied into different APIs. She designed it, did the back end, connected it to Airtable for the database.
It's a boss move.
Power move. Published it to the cloud, hosted it up there for everybody. Put a domain with it. She flexed. Yeah. She flexed.
She flexed heavier than some of Instagram's biggest pages that contact us. Yeah. Can you redo it? Listen, Montrese can do this. He's already done it.
Yo. She built a website for family members' tax business. So it's always great when you can, be at the family meeting or family dinner. It's yeah, I can build that for you.
Sure, no problem.
They're you code it now? Oh, so you can be on the website.
Yes.
I can.
I can.
When you want it done by?
Let me know.
She said, currently helping my cousin build her business, sharing everything I learned from when I had mine, so she's not starting from ground zero. That's dope.
She sounds like Zach.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Do you feel me?
Felt it.
Yes.
Became the owner of a big project transition at work. Okay. Dope. So your project owner is a big thing. When you're project owner, they're looking at you. You got a lot more responsibility, but also when y'all win, you get a lot of the praise. So congrats on that. I said this on a Zoom yesterday, but it was a big thing for me, so I'll repeat it. I got out of my own head for once and stopped saying no to opportunities because I felt like I wasn't ready. I figured I can learn whatever I don't know along the way. And it's taught me more than I could have ever learned if I didn't go for it.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's what so many people don't realize, that like you really just got to start and figure it out.
Just that's it. Just start.
Like you never start, how would you do?
Yeah, you can't measure something that you haven't tried. And I believe I said that on the last podcast. We really got to get out of the habit of talking ourselves out of more than we talk ourselves into. So 2021, I really want all of us that's listening to talk ourselves into more than we talk ourselves out of. There is no risk without any reward. I'm gonna say that on every single podcast until it really seeps in. There is no risk without no reward.
It's not happening.
Out your head. Get out your head. Also, something that I said last week, I went back and listened. In the beginning, you had asked the mindset of a freelancer, and I said it's going to be hard. When I said it's going to be hard, I meant if you're not a part of a tribe, if you're not a part of a unit, if you're not a part of anything that can really help you push towards the goal, it's going to be hard. But if you're a part of the tribe, we got you. It's easy. It's not hard.
It's a support system.
You don't feel that hard because you feel challenged. You feel, okay, this is work, but you don't feel like, oh, I can't do this. You don't feel that overwhelmness when you really tap in and pour in and, invest into the tribe.
100%. And we have goal hacks every Sunday. So if you're coming to goal hacks and you're speaking about your goals, essentially you turn into your own accountability partner. Even though we all got you, you don't want to let yourself down. Right. You can't come on the goal hack and say, I haven't done X, Y, Z because of me.
That's why you say stuff out loud.
Yeah.
Because you start checking yourself,
Exactly. You start to go within. Everything gets resolved when you go within.
I think one of the biggest things that changed things for me this year was this idea of decide that you're going to do something, commit to it, and then figure out how. I think a lot of times we might try to figure out how we could do something before we commit to it, or even give ourselves the permission or the ability that we can do it. But when you make the decision first, like, no, I am going to do this regardless, like I said, from there, it's really just figuring it out. And then when you got that support system on top of that, it's like failing really isn't even possible, really, if you're actually determined, you know what I mean?
100%. I mean, it really starts with believing. If you believe you can do it, you're halfway there. Just apply it first now.
It's literally like swimming. Like swimming is so psychological, especially for somebody that can't swim. But like as a human, like you are capable of swimming. And then like if you're with your friends, they're not going to let you drown. So failing literally isn't possible. And it would just be here.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's deep, bro. That's
good.
That was a good one.
Like,
I mean, because there's certain things in this world I'll be wondering, like, why is that a thing? Why can babies just lay in the pool and float? You know what I'm saying? It's a life lesson later on. Yeah. And listen, you can just float if you want. Just go with the flow. Gently down the stream. Just chill. Row your boat. You know what I'm saying? Just like really row your boat. But the more you start panicking, overthinking, man, that's when you start going down. That's crazy. That's wild.
Crazy.
Great analogy.
It's all about trust. Trust in your process.
He said that, I forgot what we were doing. Well, we were doing something. He was like, cuz just don't panic. I was like, ever since then, I'm like, don't panic.
Oh, yeah.
Just chill, relax.
So he's shooting a video, I think, with Life. The drone went up in the air.
Oh.
It happened a couple of days back to back. I was like, don't panic. Chill. The drone wasn't coming down or it was going up. It was crazy. It was like, yo, oh my God.
I'm so mad I missed that.
Shout out to Life.
Yeah, Life is, man, for real. Yeah, too. Cool. I'm reading a couple more of these people who leveled up. Eric said, for me, I leveled up knowing the fact that I could still I'm still here learning. Had so many days questioning if I could really learn how to code. Some hard work and practice along the way, and support from the tribe and coaches helped me continue my process. Looking back at the start, the progress makes me smile, but makes me want to learn even more. Thank you for support, motivation, Antoine, Mike, and the rest of the tribe. Got a job offer 2 days ago for a Python developer. Hey, congrats. I leveled up my trading account while learning patterns to implement into a bot. Okay.
Congratulations.
He out here.
Crazy.
Man. And building my personal website and 2 projects with my brothers.
Bringing
Let's
the
go,
family
E.
on. Big congratulations.
Big congratulations. Wow. All right. Yo, you're not playing. Yeah, we got to follow up with him in 3 months, y'all. Stay on his heels.
See what you're looking at.
Wow.
Sure.
We gotta figure out where he got this position from his job offer. That's huge, man. That's really dope. That's really dope because I've been seeing you like nonstop posting homework, asking for help. So I've seen the consistency. I've seen it. So good job. This is another person who just got a job recently, and he's been killing it on IG. His name is King Chosen. I call him King My Sean. He's been in the tribe for a while too. Level ups that happened this year are completing a redesign for my client site, gaining 2 prospective clients, one of which I'm making a small web app / database to keep track of her vendors, successfully transitioning from help desk to an engineer. Like he landed a dope job. Really great job. And it's all virtual forever. That's the crazy part too. He virtual as long as he want to be. He work remote, but so he's killing it and helping people debug their code. That's great. I'm glad you said that. Like he's been consistent. I've been watching him post like 100 days of code all on his page. He did all of our challenges, went through our lessons. Like he was one of those people who was moving faster than curriculum. He just was like, "Yo, give it to me. All right, well, I'm about to go over here, take the course, go over here," and that's the goal, right? For real. That's why we call ourselves coaches at the end. Because even a coach is not going to sit in the gym with LeBron and shoot all day. He's not going to shoot with Michael all day. Yeah, it's impossible. Like we'll slow you down for real.
That's facts.
When it comes down to it, your potential, you are who you want. Especially if you got that huge potential inside of you, like we all really do. But like him, he's ready to unleash it. You can't be waiting for somebody. Like you got to go out there and figure it out. I know I was the same way. I had a mentor when I was locked up, learning how to code, but even when he wasn't around, I knew I had to be going 10 times harder than I did the day before because, time wasn't on my side. We didn't start learning this when we was, like JJ and Munir age. They started learning 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We getting a late start, so we really can't let up. So shout out to Mike Sean for not letting up, and everybody else in the tribe too.
100%. Keep your foot on the gas.
Foot on the gas. Everybody in the comments, if you guys got some success you want to talk about, feel free to jump in.
100.
Tree said, man, y'all pushing me, seeing y'all kill it keeps me going. Talking about Chris and Nicole. Yep. My boy Evro too. Evro been going hard. He's been knocking out lessons like no other, like ever since day one. And he's ready to work. Evro's just like, man, hire me. What I need to do to get hired. That's why I love it. I love his energy. He's like, what I need to do next. Throw another course at me or throw me a salary. Like, what is going to be? Like, put me on. So we got you, bro. I'm like, you are on our radar, no doubt about it. Greg said it to me during the photo pass challenge, not to talk myself out of more than I could talk myself into. That's real. That's real. So I'm glad you're sticking with it. Corey Dwayne said, I'm about to get a job in DevOps just from the little that you posted from IG. That's what's up, man. Tell us more about that too. Let us know what you mean. What's going on?
My sister Haley said I need to take more advantage of the resources because I tend to think I can do everything on my own. Man, that's so huge. And I think, especially when we talk about freelancing, it's almost like a trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like turn into like a one-man show. But I mean, I think about this piece of the tribe episode and how many people we're talking about. And I think it's just like proof that you're not even supposed to do it all on your own. You know, you want to grab your day one supporters. You want to grab your friends. You want to grab your family and pool resources. It's like, I would rather have 10% of a whole lot than 100% of hardly anything.
Right. Come
You
on.
know?
Come on.
So
Yeah.
like, teamwork really make the dream work, as cliche as it sounds. So yeah, Haley, like, don't be afraid to link up and partner up with, you know, anybody you can, I think that you think would drive what you're trying to do forward.
And just to add on to that, doing it by yourself is exhausting. I mean, you can do it by yourself, but why?
Yeah.
You can have a tribe behind you.
Yeah.
How you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the mission more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
When you got back.
And you got that backup.
Because
Mhm.
some days you're not gonna have it in you. I mean, we can't give 100% every single day.
Mhm.
It's not realistic. So
Mhm.
you're right. That team takes a team.
Takes a whole team.
Thanks.
Let's see. Nicole says, struggle to success. Said, is the webinar from last night available on UA?
I don't know.
What webinar?
What webinar?
What webinar?
Not what webinar.
What webinar?
That's not right.
Last night was heavy.
Yeah.
That y'all missed some heavy gems last night.
No way.
Some heavy deals last night.
Yeah, heavy deals too.
Some heavy secrets from 2021 last night. You should have been there.
Yeah.
But you're here. So we got you.
Right. Yeah, well, we're gonna do something special. Like, we're gonna do some Snapchat stuff. Like, we're gonna make it available and then it's gonna vanish. Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those things. So we'll let you know. We'll send it out. It's not gonna be posted anywhere public besides for the tribe. Like that, tribe only. But yeah, a lot of those conversations are gonna be like that. So we ask that you do the same thing. We watch the video, just keep it for us. Like, it's literally for us. It's not for bragging purposes. It's not to go viral. Like, we on here really building, trying to come up with solutions together. So yeah, check out that video once we send it. We're gonna email it out. It hasn't been posted yet. We're gonna email it out for you guys.
Antoine, could you at least give us like a little teaser? Because I really appreciated the concept and idea around the webinar using, I believe was it the third day of Kwanzaa?
It was the fourth. It was the fourth day
The
of
fourth day of
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, and connecting that with group economics and then technology. So when I saw that, I was like, this is why it's my brother. Like, this is crazy.
That's why it's brother right
Oh, yeah. So I would love it if you could just talk about the concept without getting too much into detail.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty much, yeah, the fourth day of Kwanzaa is my favorite day. It's my favorite principle, which is Ujamaa, which is Swahili for pretty much like brotherhood, sisterhood, working together, but also a real big focus on cooperative economics. And like, I don't know, that stands out to me. For one, I love like cooperation and solidarity and coming together. That's really big for all of us, especially with our people. But then when we start talking about money too, because we also love like this whole idea of wealth generation and generational wealth, and making sure that, you know, our next descendants don't have to go through the same struggles that we had to, but they'll have their own unique set of struggles, but it shouldn't be the same rat race that we had to go through. So yeah, that principle, the fourth day of Kwanzaa, really stands out to me. So I felt it in my spirit to just do a live Zoom with everybody, a live stream, and everybody had their video and audio on, so it was free for anybody to talk. It was more so just a conversation. And I just want to talk about how in 2021 we could be more intentional with working together in tech. So pretty much extended some ideas about how, like what we talk about all the time, how we see the tribe working with us. And just wanted people to know, like, hey, the opportunity is there. The three things that I really feel like we can work together on. One is we would love to hire more people. So if we can hire more of our students, that would be great to work on projects, to work on some of our internal secret projects. That would be excellent. Or to pay you to teach a class or to become a coach, that would be excellent. So that's one version of cooperative economics in 2021 that we would love to do with more of our students. Number two, it was freelancing. Like, we would love to partner more with a lot of you guys. So people are already creating their own freelancing agencies. which is dope. And we see room for partnership. We get hundreds of leads that we end up turning away or turning down that we know is money that could be pushed over towards you and your team, put money towards your pocket to help you and your family. So we want to create like this seamless process where it's easy for us to find leads or just receive these leads through word of mouth. And lead is like a client who needs a website or design or some social media help, whatever it may be, and then pass it along to you. For example, we get a lot of people who need help with SEO and marketing. And I'm like, first person I say is Monique. Like, hey, I got somebody in the tribe who's a beast with it. If you want it, let me know. I can pass it along. So that kind of thing. I want that to be the case. I want to know what you do. I want to know what's your strength, what's your numbers kind of thing. So we can easily pass people along to you. So those are two ways that we can work together in 2021. The third one is we can invest together in these securities, right? In the financial markets, Wall Street, crypto, stocks, Forex. Like we want to figure out more ways we can make money together in that realm, whether that's through us teaching you how to build a trading bot or us giving you trading signals, telling you when it's a great opportunity to trade, or maybe it's us putting a pot together of funds that we can all use and leverage to grow our account, right? And then T.Bot automatically trades for us, right? Automatically trades and we all eat that way. But at the same time, we're gonna talk about this more, but it ain't just about making money. Like what impact do we make? So when we making all this money, right? When we creating all these funds, what can we be doing with a slice of that, percentage of that? How can we put that towards something outside of cooperative economics? How can we put it towards collective responsibility, which is Ujima the day before? Like, what can we do? How can we uplift and make other people's problems our problems so we can change the world? So those are three ways I could see us working together in 2021 through cooperative economics.
That's huge.
Now you see why we can't give out anything else. That's it.
Yeah, that's really about it. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that teaser for sure.
Yeah, man. It was dope, man. It was really dope. I think it's a good segue though into 2021. We did talk a little bit about that yesterday about what we wanted to do as far as like working together, but also just as a tribe and as a school, we got some plans, we got some intentions about what we want to do. So we could talk about some of those tonight about what we know we want to do, at least some stuff we want to let out the bag. And then also if you guys have any, I guess, pie in the sky dreams, I don't want to call it that, but just something like, hey, this may not happen, but if we could do this year in 2021, that would be great. Like something that's kind of far-fetched, but it's audacious. And you know, we love to have audacity and go and reach high. Go ahead.
That's way too much. Kind of audacious, but having the what is the word? The conference.
Conference.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Really
That's a great one.
We were talking about that last week.
Yeah, that's like it seems so huge. I've been to many conferences over like 2018, 2019. He was like going to many different conferences and just seeing the brains that works in those rooms and the people that come together, just everything happens. It's like if we can do something like that, you know, how freaking crazy are we? Like just speaking of all the people that we just talked about. Like first of all, let's start there.
Let's start
all the
there.
people that we just shouted out. Imagine in that room. The kids, the adults, the coaches, everybody that we just shouted out
in
is only just one. Then imagine even more people that we're going to be bringing on in 2021, everything else that we're going to be releasing in 2021, and then just everything else that's going to keep coming together. And we all put it in one big space, one big room, different workshop, have it all going.
Yeah.
JJ, you had the clip loaded and the AK is empty.
Empty.
It seems like it's audacious for 2021, but honestly, I think it can happen. And I think it's something people love, especially for the tribe. The tribe, like, they already love to uplift and be with each other online. So imagine getting in with each other and networking with people that you met online, but now seeing them in person, and you're like, whoa, your mindset is even more different than what I even envisioned. And now you make a new connection, you make a new network, starting new things, like getting different knowledge that you need, that in-person feel, that just different people to connect with, and even people that's not a part of the tribe, and get in there and see the different mindsets and be like, all right, now I really
Yeah, yeah,
it really just makes you see.
yeah. You're right.
I
That
think
in-person experience.
Yeah,
Conference is happening.
it has no doubt about it,
I love
Just
that.
do it.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm sold to it. COVID is it's like up and down, right? I know it's been hating on us a lot this year as far as like our in-person stuff. We had plans. We had a tour set up.
Oh man, I was ready.
We was talking about doing a mobile vehicle.
We had a whole
We was
bus
about to get it going.
design.
Everybody was getting picked up, and we was traveling to pretty much every state.
We were going on a trip.
Favorite rocket ship.
Yeah.
No.
Fix that right there.
No.
Actually, this one.
Yeah, you got a church right there.
I know, but I gotta.
Oh, the church that I always give you. Yes.
Okay.
So conference. I don't know, Jay. I gotta think on that one. That was heavy. That was heavy.
But it was good.
That was good.
It was a nice.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
We need that. I mean, we need more face-to-face interactions. I mean, Zoom is cool, Slack is cool, but that energy in person.
Because it's like a never-ending conversation. You could really get that out of people. Like you could really get it in person. Like your conversation is real.
Yeah, you feel the vibes. It's everything. It's everything.
Like no one.
All right, we got to put a date on the calendar because you know the only thing we fear is the deadline. We got to do it. The only thing we fear is the deadline. I got you.
Haley said, will you all be providing alternatives for individuals that don't really have access or very limited access to the internet and or tech? I think that's interesting because it's been like it's kind of been like a big issue worldwide, especially when we talk about going to Africa, going to these other countries to like spread this technological democracy and education. But that's like a serious problem. Like internet infrastructure is still a big problem in a lot of places. So excuse me, I'm really glad that Haley asked that, because we do need to put thought into how do we teach people with limited technological ability, you know, because it is a big issue globally.
Yeah. So this goes into exactly what our last conversation was about, the third way we can make money together, and through trading, right? Through the financial markets. Everybody who finds success in those trading markets become filthy rich, like filthy rich. And most of the time, the first thing people do is they go buy 10 sports cars. They rent out yachts like for 6 months period. Like, you know what, this yacht is in my mind for the next 6 months. They have a private jet. They buy new big mansions, one in Miami, one in LA. They go all out, right? They live that life, right? They are living that life. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, just imagine if before you do that, let's say you really want to do that, right? You want to go and spend 8 million on just the luxuries of life. What if you put that 8 million into an investment first? Flip that 8 million into 10 million, 12 million, 15 million, and then take your 8 and do what you want to do with it. But now you got another 6, 7, 8 to play with. That's what I want us to do. I want us to do something like that, like take a chunk of our profits that we probably were going to waste and go and do something huge with it. Go and make a huge investment as a collective, right? We take some of these funds that we all gonna be making, because I see it, man. I see a lot of trading groups out there, people making a lot of money together, but they're not doing anything with the money together. So they're missing the whole cooperative economics part. They have the economics, They're showing people how to make money, and it's looking good. But the example they set is make money and go and spend money, go and splurge.
Right.
They don't know, like the financial literacy part is missing. So I think if we're going to be helping people crack big bags, I think we should also give them an outlet to like make a big impact too. So something like that would be great, right? I've been talking to Olufemi about it. Like, what would it look like to teach out there? Same thing with our partner over at One Love Foundation. What would it look like to teach and build more schools out there? Because that's what they do. They go around building schools. He's like, man, just Wi-Fi setup, like you need this, need that. He's telling me the numbers, it's like between 10 and 20K to set up a school. I'm like, what? All right, we're gonna help you build a series of schools.
The school can be built next year. Like, you can do that top of 2021. Like, that's a write-off.
For real.
Don't get me to talk about that.
Man. But it's just like, that's what we should be doing, scaling that. Let's scale that right there, because the impact alone, like you said, who's doing that? Who's going out there to any of these countries where our extended relatives are and really helping them, like you said, get up to speed? Yeah. It's not happening. So I think just from the pure karma alone, we're going to reap so much more. Like the ROI on that will be huge.
Yeah, 100.
But yeah, I think it's going to just take us. That's my short answer is it's going to take us making a great amount of money, but then wisely using it to make change. We don't see that a lot. We see people make money and kind of hoard it. I could think of a few rich people who are Black or Latino, and I don't think they just know. I don't think they really understand how they can be using their leverage, their wealth, their influence to change a whole country. Like a whole little country that has about 5 to 15 million people, they can change and become like a god there. Like,
yeah,
in a huge, but also not in like an egotistical way, but just in a way like, yo, you came here and changed our lives forever. Yeah. Like, and I think you'll get way more clout from that than you ever will for showing up on IG and like that 2021 self-driving BMW. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where it's at.
That looks good for right now. Tomorrow, it's a whole new story.
It's a whole new story. Yeah, who's gonna remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Ghana, Ethiopia, Rwanda are ready. That's what someone said on IG.
Plug us in.
Plug us in for real.
We got connects out there. Plug us in.
Yeah, that's so true.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Leo. He said the tribe is so valuable. They really are. Do we have a trading group? It's live.
What trading
actually, I'm not going to say it's
what
live.
Trading group? What trading group?
Yeah, what trading group? I'm gonna say it's secret. It's just gonna be super secretive. Super. That you hear what he said? That's what's gonna be all 2021. You're gonna hear us talk about it, and then you're gonna hear us be quiet about it. It's gonna be a lot of that. It'll be a lot of that. But yeah, you'll be in there, bro. I know you'll be in there because you want it. Like, you already manifested it. I feel it. Oh, we got to shout out one more person in the tribe, man. Cameron came through in the year with that animation video, the birthday shout out.
Shout out, Cameron.
Yo, great job, man. That was dope. And joined the tribe shortly after. So shout out to you, man, because not only are you learning this awesome skill, animation and VR, but also to say, you know what, I want to get deep into coding. Remind me of somebody I know. Shout out.
Remind me of somebody we share blood with.
What up, Zach?
That video of Cam killed. He did it like the night before the birthday.
Cameron did have a question. He said, what are some mental tips to get better in Python? Mental tips to get better in Python. I would say it would be great to understand how you can use Python. So that, to me, that really means like find more projects or research more projects that use Python and make sure you get how it's being used. Because mentally, I think there's probably a blockage of like, what am I even doing here? It takes a while. Some people say that it doesn't click to lesson 12, 13, 14 of Python 101, our course. So I would say just make sure that you start just looking around at like, how is Python being used? Go and Google how to do simulation with Python, or how to create a video game with Python, or how to create a trading bot with Python. Just look this stuff up. The code is going to look crazy, but if you can read these tutorials and just get like a few of the keywords, that's how I learned a lot. I used to read books and documentation on websites and not know what's really going on, but I had the patience and the discipline to just keep reading, just keep going. And certain things started standing out. I was like, okay, I don't know what that means, but this right here makes sense. And if one thing makes sense in that paragraph, you're good, because now you're able to connect the dots to go to the next one. Some of that stuff is going to look blurry, but you have at least one link to be able to go over to the next one. So I would say just look into like what Python really does, why it's being used. Ask those kind of questions. Like, why do I need a loop? What's the real reason for that? Like, when would I use this? You know how you learn math in school and you like, come on, when am I really going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared? Like when, right. So, and you really may use it though, like, especially when you come to doing some architecture or something like that. But if they're not teaching you, they're not being practical. So, they're not using real world examples. They're not showing you the real visual.
What you really do.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
If you was giving me the key of why I could use the a squared plus b squared to c squared, I might be able to really do that. But they just want you to know it. After they gave you that key, they did.
It's almost like they intentionally mislead you.
They do.
Almost
Right?
Like they
Almost, you know,
like
I don't think they would do that, but
just almost.
yeah, I don't think they would do that.
Yeah, we good. We good. Somebody want me to join them on IG. They want to go live with us. We can go live probably after the live stream. This has been a great episode. Peace to the tribe.
Peace of the tribe. 2020. Like, close that chapter up. Like,
wrap it up.
that's history. Wrap it up. It's history.
Yeah, it's cutting close. Wrap it up.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
It's like,
where's the Dos Coco Locos when you need them?
right.
But
I feel like we've been withdrawn to one that we need to see.
Yeah, I'm going to see him Wednesday.
That's not
Actually, I'm going to see the Coco Locos Wednesday. I'll be in their city. Doing some filming. I told him, I see it. We got to get together at least every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We 2 hours away from each other. Like, let's figure this out.
Right.
Now I got 2 haters.
that's crazy. What we doing?
If
Listen,
y'all
I'm leaving here
anywhere near
Monday.
seeing any of this, please know that I want to be invited.
I'm
I'm
leaving
coming.
on Monday.
JJ.
Monday, I'll be there Tuesday before him, so I can get special perks. Sorry.
we went right here. Now.
We'll be there Tuesday.
Yo, so bro, just so you know, that the Coco Loco said they want us to, they want to start giving some more sneak peeks at the dot.
Okay.
Especially some of that Wall Street content.
Yeah, definitely.
Since we have you on trading right now. So yeah, that's the tribe. Y'all gonna be in for a good treat with that. Real big treat.
Okay.
A lot of this
I
content.
think we need to film when we go to LA.
We are filming when we go to LA.
Yeah.
I told AQ I want to kidnap him. He said, let me know.
Yeah.
He said, let me know.
You know he's down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I travel light. AQ gonna fit in the duffel bag.
Come on.
Serious.
Um,
Ooh, definitely gotta shoot. Oh, no. In that way.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Ready?
do that.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We all ready. And Greg already said we should go ahead and drop that other Can't Believe within the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of January. So
We got something special for the tribe.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of special things for the special teams for the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else gonna get it? Sorry. We may speak about it, but you won't see it. Unless you're a part of the tribe.
Unless.
So piece of the tribe.
Piece of the tribe. One more thing I want to say before we jump off of this thing is just believe in 2021. That's a word I heard today. And when I heard one of you, I think you said it as well. It brought back memories. I remember like belief, that word was a big thing for me during my transition from like my lower self to my higher self. And I just remember like that word believe. I remember reading, matter of fact, I first was getting into meditation and manifestation. And it was this like, it was like this Indian guy telling a story about how he was like this tribe leader and he needed to come up with, for a ritual that was coming up or like a ceremony, he needed a bunch of new mask designs. You know, Indians like to have a lot of different face paint and mask designs and stuff like that. But he said he had like a creativity block. And he was like, the shaman told him he should go up to the mountain, meditate on it. So he's like, he sat there, he meditated, but the shaman told him to also make sure that you believe with every single cell in your body that you're going to get the answers that you need. He said he crossed his legs, he sat there, he meditated. He said he saw this little black dot when he closed his eyes. He said the black dot started to open up and like all of these like masks with different unique creative designs started coming to him. He was like, that's all he needed. He went back to the village and started like putting it all together. He's like, I just believe with every single cell and nerve in my body. I was like, whoa. Every single thing, like that's how I meditate. That's how I manifest. Like you want something to happen, you really have to believe it. Like Zach said earlier, you know how it goes when we say something. Like we all know it's done. Sometimes we gotta slow ourselves down before we say the right thing too early, you know. So just believe in yourself in 2021. For one, like that's most important. Believe in the universe and that it's going to send you what you need to grow and thrive, even if it's something that you may not like. Sometimes you got to do things that you don't want in order to get things that you need. So definitely that, and also believe in the tribe, believe in us as your coaches. We have to tell you that, like, because not believing in your coach, that kind of defeats the purpose. Don't sign up and then just hide from us and go MIA. Like trust the process, believe in us. Something may be hard, first 6, 7 lessons. You feel like, oh my God, I just did 7 whole lessons. I did 15 hours worth of work. Why am I not higher yet? Don't start thinking that way. Like it's a process. It's a marathon. It's not going to take you 10 years. We're talking like a real nice time period that's going to have a huge effect on your life. So please just believe. Believe in you. Believe in you first.
Believe in the family. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Antoine, that black dot experience that you were just talking about a second ago, that's called Satori.
Satori.
Yeah,
I never had it.
I think it's a Japanese word. So Piece of the Tribe, everybody should definitely go and Google Satori. Satori is one of my favorite things to experience. It's like when I sit down and meditate, that's what I aim for. It's like it's really weird. It's like this beam of light that's kind of like jolted into your consciousness and like an answer comes, you know. It's really, you can't duplicate it anywhere else. So it's like a drug, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that had a name. I usually meditate to go in within and look for answers.
Yeah.
I ask mad questions and just receive all the answers. I never knew.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Check that out. Yes.
What's up, Jay?
I am very disappointed to say I am not this deep into meditation.
We got you.
I still like to meditate, but I have not reached these points as well.
Really?
I want to get there. I want that. Maybe because I need to go to the manifestation process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, we're going tomorrow.
Yes, we will go tomorrow. I think this.
Let's go.
I definitely think meditating is great. But I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to reach up and get to that height.
All you need is quiet, silent.
That's the crazy thing about you, JJ. You are already operating from your higher self without meditating.
Because you're pure.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all born pure, and we let the world kind of get in our way along the way. You've been protected from your angels, from your family, and also from your own logic and intuition. So you may have to go deep, deep, deep in order to like reach a new level because you already at a high level. You already operate at a super high frequency. So it's probably no rush. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably gonna just know now being around us that you have this tool that you can go to when you really need it. Right now, you don't even know what you're trying to go for. You don't know. Like when I first started meditating, I was in a real dark place in my life. I was in prison. Like I was going through some things. So I was like, man, I need some answers. I need some healing. And I think it's gonna start from within. So like it was like a crucial thing for me. Maybe it's just a little different for you right now. Maybe it's not. Maybe for you, and remember I always say meditation for me, I got active meditation and passive. Active is like when I'm trying to get that black dot experience, that Sorati. What is it?
Satori.
When I'm trying to get that Satori experience. Passive is when it's more so just like let me see what come to me. And also let me just calm my thoughts and relax and just like, it's more so just embracing that moment and getting used to disciplining my mind. And maybe that's just the stage you at, is just being more so on the passive side. You don't have to force anything just yet. But you ready for that spot? I'm gonna take you anyway.
Yeah, let it come to you, Jay.
Right.
Like your dad said, it's really no rush. It'll come.
I'm ready.
So we had a question. Haley had asked JJ, how did she get into coding?
Oh yeah.
But before you answer that, Nicole had asked if these hoodies were on the Unlock website, and they definitely are.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Don't look now. New Unlock merch.
Unlock.academy.
Come on.
Our merch. We got you covered.
Yes. For sure.
All right, JJ.
All right. Me. I got into coding when I was just 10 because of my curiosity. I've been a pretty really curious kid since I was little. Like I've always wanted to know about different stuff and just explore anything new. Like I wasn't the type of little kid to be scared of anything and back away. Like I was always, in it, ready to be. So once I seen that my dad was already doing something, plus this was like the beginning of our reconnecting. And I was ready to already start a bond. So seeing him doing this cool stuff I've never seen before, like it's kind of like a lot of people now when they get into coding, or people who don't know about it and they see it and they're like, what the heck kind of alien language is this on this computer screen, on these movies? This is the Matrix. I'm running. I'm not coming back. And that's that. No, that was the opposite for me. I looked at that and said, what is this alien stuff? I want to learn it. I want it.
Yeah.
And of course, why would my dad pass that down? He's like, first of all, this is something that he does. Second of all, his little baby girl wanted to do it. Let's get it started. So
right.
I'll teach you. And I'm telling you, I was excited about it. Like when I first started, like I still was a little confused, but I didn't know all the way I was doing it. I was having a time, but I was ready to learn it. So like I was always trying to look for certain new. This was like before Unlock Academy, so I didn't have courses to go to, but I had my teacher right here next to me to do it to. So if I needed help, which sometimes I wanted to be independent because I wanted to, surprise him and myself. But like if I needed it, I had somebody right here next to me to help me learn it. And just as I got further and further into it, I'm like, this is something I can do. Like I didn't feel like it was something like, when people make their kids do something because they want their kids to do it because they feel like they're not doing nothing. But now that make the kid not want to do it because that you force me to do something that I don't want to do, or you're not giving me a chance to know because you already forced me. That's not it. Like I was like ready. I was ready to get into it, and this was something I just love from the heart. So it was easier for my dad to be able to work with me because I'm like, I want to do it. And then I wanted to do it so much that I wanted to teach other kids how to do it. And now that's what I'm doing. But I'm still learning more. I'm still learning about it here. And I don't know. I like to be curious and try out new things. So that's what leads me to all types of different stuff that I do. That's why I built the format chat, because I'm just curious. I'm not scared to back away from the challenge. You know, sometimes you'll be like, what? But once it's thrown at me and I see like you gotta always remind yourself that you can't do it. So that's how I've been for a while. You know, gotta give it to my mama because she raised me to be a strong little girl, strong, smart girl. So that's just how I feel like willing, ready to know anything I can. My mom always made sure that I believed that she believed that I could do anything I wanted to. She didn't back me away or that's too far. If I wanted to say it, I said it. And if I wanted to try it out or do something that was out of the ordinary, I was able to. It wasn't something like, girl, you're not smart enough to do that. That was the total opposite. My mom made sure that I was able to do surprise her. Like I always been kind of like a smart woman at lunch, like the cousins, boyfriend, so
Proud of you, Jay.
Absolutely.
just kind of right. So don't be scared of your curiosity. If you curious, like follow it. That's just your mind telling you that this might be something for you. A lot of people like a lot of people just be like they want something, but they don't like to have the mindset to go try something different. Like, they want to just get stuff quick. They want to get quick money or quick opportunities, but they scared to go try all this stuff. It's like honestly, how do you expect that? How do you expect to do the norm that everybody else is doing and come up off of it? But you scared to go do anything else that's out of the norm. Like that makes sense. You gotta be curious and tap into your inner imagination. Sometimes maybe you gotta tap to your inner little kid because little kids is not scared to do anything. Like they be ready. Like you look at Nova, she would gladly just touch the candle fires because she's curious. She wants to see. I mean, after touching it, she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it," but she's not scared to go.
She's ready to learn.
Yeah, I have to go through it.
So like you gotta tap into that for your kids because like you start exploring things you never would have thought. You was like, oh shoot. Like I would never have thought I would do it, but now I'm doing it. It's working for me. What? Yep. So that's probably my curiosity, and I stay curious. Stay ready for the next thing.
So you don't even realize you're speaking from your higher self. You just said that you're talking yourself into doing it. You reach out to actually do it.
Yeah.
You push yourself to do it. That's all higher self activity.
Yeah.
That's why you can't meditate because you don't need to. Like Zach just said, you don't need to rush it. It's not on you, it's in you.
That's facts. Yeah, I think it's curiosity and fear that are like our primal emotions as human. It's like what makes you human. So going back to what you said about Novi, her being a baby, but also being so curious and willing to learn, she's at her most human state right now, you know? So that's it. I think that just says a lot.
You gotta be willing to go out there no matter what. Don't be like, I want to make some money, but I don't want to do nothing. So I'm just go be a cashier.
No, nothing changes if nothing changes. You know, it's like the change starts with what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're acting. You know what I mean? And then results happen off that.
And then once you got that down pat, you can do it.
Yeah. Something else you just said, being a kid. Something about being a kid, but you also got to think when you are a kid, you're still imaginative.
Yeah.
So a lot of things don't fear you. Like, okay, I'm gonna ride my bike off this cliff. If I get hurt, I'm good. If not, I'm just gonna land in the water.
It's fine. I like water.
Right. And I mean that's really how it is when it comes to picking up these new skills. When it comes to diving into inner work, and just believing in it. Just gotta get back into that
Yeah, people let the
imaginary
world
state.
shift.
I can do it.
Mhm. But little kids don't care what the world thinks. They don't know what the world thinks. They don't know what society is telling them to say, do, think.
Mm-hmm.
So they do whatever they want. But as you get older, you start seeing, oh, this sounds going to click, or this what I'm going to do, or this sounds going to think. Then that's when you start shifting. And you don't have no creativity or curiosity or imagination for yourself because you're so caught up with everything
Everybody
else.
else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta step back. And like if you got kids or little brothers or little cousins, just look at them and see the difference between their fear level and yours. And just be like, wow.
What am I
Like
doing
look
wrong?
how unscared they are to go out here and do this. But look at me, like that will make you be like, what am I doing? Why are this 7, 6, 5-year-old not scared, but I am at 23 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'll make you open your mind. So stay curious.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in.
Mm-hmm.
People think imagination is things. If you got an imagination, you go. That's basically like manifestation.
I was just about to say that.
Imagination, manifestation.
Whoa.
Manifestation is
You're
just the
so right.
higher, your higher order level of saying imagination.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't understand that, then just go back to say imagination. And once you get to that level up, you think, oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But you got to be ready, like you said. Period.
Mm.
Levels.
Thank you, baby.
Levels.
Harsh.
Levels are weird. Oh, earlier she also shouted out her mom. She said, "You know, my mom made me strong." So shout out to Jean.
Shout out to
Gina.
Gina.
We
The Queen on the 716.
Yo, oh man, 2021 is going to be great, especially if I get to do it with you guys. Thank y'all so much.
Yes.
Shout out
Love
to
you
the
guys.
tribe.
Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Tribe. Peace to the Tribe.
Peace to the tribe. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna do this again soon.
Yes. Everybody enjoy your new year.
Absolutely.
Stay safe.
Stay
Stay safe, but
Wait,
somehow
wait.
also stay
I
dangerous.
was just about to say,
But also stay dangerous somehow.
Don't stay
Yeah.
on it. You gotta get
Yeah.
50-50.
You kind of figure out your own balance.
Stay
Stay-
out.
It's dangerous.
We gotta work on that.
Dangerous.
Stay safe, but
Stay
dangerous.
safe, stay dangerous, be blessed,
Be blessed and highly flavored.
highly flavored. Heavy on the flavor.
Yeah, thanks y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all feedback.
Thank you, guys.
Keep unlocking the code.
Absolutely. Once again, thank you to the tribe. Congratulations to the tribe. Peace to the tribe. Peace to the coaches. Peace to the team. Remember, if we can do it, you can do it. Unlock.
Peace. Unlock.
Peace, unlock.
Love you, Zach.
Love you guys.